taking Cookie for a little walk. Thought I'd talk to you a little bit while I'm out here changing light bulbs, as you can see. So in another video, I was talking about being a YouTuber and how I can't share everything in my life because my life's intertwined with other people's lives, and other people don't want their life on the internet, and I don't blame them. Somebody had a good comment. I don't remember which one of you said this, but you said, question is, how much do you share? So that was a really good question, and the truth is, I share all I can that has to do with me. I can't share information that has to do with other people. Everything I say on this channel has to do with my experiences and how I overcome difficulties and unexpected events. I get down lower here because it's a little windy, so I hope the wind's not making too much noise. But I wanted to say we all have our own experiences, so what works for us may not work for you. But the one thing I want to definitely cover is things don't work out as you planned. You could plan, you plan to get married, you plan to have kids, you plan to stay married for the rest of your life, and next thing you know, you're not married anymore, or something happens to one of your kids. I mean, life can be, nasty sometimes and do some horrible things. And then all these plans you had for the rest of your life are completely changed all of a sudden. So then you're like, well, what do? I had plans to be with this one person, or I had plans to be with my kids, or I had plans to be at this job, or I planned to live in this state, or whatever it is. So you kind of have to first stay calm, start breathing when something traumatic happens. Let me go towards the backyard here. So you have all these plans, and you think you know what you're doing for the rest of your life, or at least for the next year or two, and then something happens and it's not working out the way you wanted it to. Don't panic. Take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. So take a deep breath. Don't panic. Something's not working out. What I recommend, get that notebook out. Write down all the things that you think are a problem, and then assess it. And ask yourself, is it really that bad, whatever is happening? If it is, then okay, it is. And you have to make a plan. Like I was talking about yesterday, how my parents, when going through tough times, they didn't complain. They sat down and made a plan to figure out what to do next. They would solve the problem like a math equation. Sometimes the thing that you want to work out doesn't work out. In the end, something as good or better may happen for you. Perception is everything. At least I think perception is everything, how you perceive things. Even in the worst of times. When I lost my dad, I'm like, well, this is not good, and no matter how you look at it. Or when I lost my brother or other family members, there's nothing good about it. But in the end, I think we're all going to leave this planet one way or the other, one day or another. And we're here to learn something. And back to solving problems, I think if we need that notebook, or however you take notes, some of you can keep it all in your head. I like writing it out. It kind of helps me process information. Go through one by one. Step one, this is a problem. And I ask myself, is it a problem? Is it really? And if it is, what can I do to solve it? And if you don't know, you get on the internet and you ask the question. You literally ask the question. Before the internet, it was very difficult, and many of you know this. But now you literally can type in the question in Google search or Yahoo or whatever search box you want, and maybe your answer won't, show up exactly the way you want it, but it'll give you ideas and some clues towards what you should be doing. So type in that question that you think is a problem as far as what you should do or what can I do. Then you realize your big giant problems aren't as bad as you might think. And if they are, they start diminishing as far as how extreme or bad they are as time goes by. My dad always used to say, time heals all. I want you to know you're not alone. If you're going through a lot, if you're worrying about moving, if you're worrying about getting a job, you're worried about getting into college, you're worrying about graduating from high school, you're worried about the girl you like or the boy you like, or whatever the problem is, it's most likely 90% of the time not as big of a problem as you might think. And if it is, there is a solution. Yeah, I've learned so much from you guys, from message boards, from the internet. So there's nothing that can't be worked out one way or the other. Again, that's something my dad says. I swear, he's been gone since 2004. And every day, he always had sayings. He used to like to write. He would write articles and letters, but he always would have these little quotes or sayings he would come up with, and I've got them in my head, and boy, did they help me. Some of the sayings he would say were busy hands are happy hands, or sway with the palm trees, or go with the flow, or it'll work out one way or the other. And I really like that because it's so true. He'd always have a smirk when he would say these things, knowing that one way or the other things will work out. Oh, that's the other thing, is determination. You do not give up. You got a problem, you just don't throw your hands up. You just keep at it until you figure out what you can do. And don't try to force what you think is the answer to be the answer, and it just doesn't work, over and over and over and over again. Try something a little different, tweak your equation a little bit to see how it might work. Because sometimes you just need to tweak your life or your thoughts about things, and then next thing you know, everything's fitting like a nice little puzzle. Just keep doing your research, and the answers will come to you. Keep your ears and mind open. I think too many people shut their minds down, and the answer's like right there in front of them, and they're like, I don't see any answers. I don't see them. It's right there. Usually it is, and we're just like, I don't see them. I don't see them. So open your eyes, open your mind, open your heart to what comes your way, and allow it to be a possible solution. Thumbs up, please share, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to live a passionate life.